We are crazy about lavender, and we know so many of you are too. So today, we're headed to Lompoc, California for a tour of Rita Hills Lavender Farm, where we'll show you all the big things this boutique, family-owned farm does with lavender. So let's get going. After arriving, our first activity was to join Lucas for a class on lavender essential oil distillation. Lucas Neumann is the vice president and co-owner of the Lavender Farm. He was so helpful and walked us through every part of the distillation process. The first step was to pick the lavender from the field. Here's a little secret. We actually didn't do that part because Lucas had already done it for us before we arrived. So the next step was to separate the lavender buds from the stalks. This was the most time-consuming part of the process for us, but the lovely lavender scent and Lucas's explanation of the process kept us totally entertained. Lucas educated us on each step of the distillation process, answered our questions, and even told a couple of stories about how he got started growing cannabis and then moved to lavender. The lavender left a sticky lavender fragrance on our hands, and it was lovely. After the buds were separated, Lucas headed over and grabbed the still pot. The buds were dropped into the still pot, and then he pressed them down as tight as he could. We even helped a little. The compression ensures that the buds produce the richest oil possible during the distillation process. Lucas pressed and pressed and pressed until it was finally time to head over to the still. Once the pot was secured to the still and the lid went on, it was time to wait. While we were waiting, we explored the farm and learned a little bit more about how it began. Lucas and his mom Denise started the farm during the pandemic in 2020. They officially opened the Rita Hills Lavender Farm on July 4th, 2022, about 2 years later. Now they grow over 3,000 lavender plants, as well as seasonal specialty cut flowers and produce, and they create many lavender products on site. They attribute the success of the farm to Denise's training as a master gardener and Lompoc's Mediterranean climate and sandy soil that create the ideal conditions to grow a variety of crops, including grapes for wine, flowers, and, you guessed it, lavender. After a picturesque lunch overlooking the fields and a little visit with some farm friends, we headed to the farm store that sells everything from lavender bunches to essential oils and even salt infused with lavender oil that is made right on the farm. In addition to classes on lavender distillation, we also discovered that the farm offers a class in wreath making, which we couldn't pass up. And here are our lovely wreaths. We had an absolutely wonderful time on the farm and walked away feeling like we could go home and whip up a batch of lavender essential oil or create a wreath all by ourselves. Well, almost. We really encourage you to check out this lovely farm in Lompoc, California on your next visit. For more information on this and other fun activities in Lompoc, visit our website at explorelompoc.com and make sure that you subscribe and like us on our channels.